Does anyone... Should I explain? Or, shit. Should, does someone else want to explain?
In long story short, we done fucked up with the audio.
So, I'm going to do a mini test.
Does someone else want to explain?
In long story short, we done fucked up with the audio.
Do me a favour, Lewis, talk.
I'm going to do a mini test. Someone else want to explain?
One.
In long story short, we done fucked up with the audio.
Do me a favour, Lewis, talk. I'm going to do a mini test. Someone else want to explain?
We can hear everyone! Thank God!
Oh my God!
Yes! Yes!
It's only taken us 3.5 hours.
Yes! 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 Oh, you know what? I promise you, anyone who's tuning in right now, we had such a professional intro before. We did everything so nicely, and this is just screaming. So what happened was we're streaming, obviously live from PlayStation 4.
If I had it my way, this whole podcast would be nothing but screaming.
We know, but yeah, but I was streaming from PS4. Standard audio things, and the problem was that some audio wasn't allowed and wasn't enabled. So I was extremely loud, and my mates sounded like they were two mouses talking in the middle of a bar mitzvah. So yeah, but we're now all clear. We can all talk, and we're all here. Welcome to episode 1 of the Lonely Hours with the Boys podcast. We're squared double Lewis, and we've got my mate Amy as well. We're just doing this as a bit of fun. We just feel like doing it. The intro at the beginning, of course, it was our massive fuck up. But since we're talking about fuck ups, Cyberpunk's been delayed again. And you know what? I will just stress this just before I say this. We have already done an entire hour of talking about these topics, so we are going to change up our thing a little bit from what it was supposed to be.
This is the hidden reel, bro. This is the hidden reel.
The hidden reel.
We've had the professional version. This one's the clapped out.
Potentially as a meme, I might leave up the original video to kind of give reference. And just go, this was the pile of shit, and this is the actual first episode. It's me talking to myself for 57 minutes, that's what it is.
They felt like hours.
And buzzing, and it's tons of buzzing whenever you lot talk. That's all it is.
I'm just watching B-movie, bro, calm down.
It's an alternative ending to our, first try.
Alternative to our first try, and we'll just put it up as Brockhampton.
Let's be real, the first time's always awkward. No one gets any enjoyment from it.
No, and one person always comes too quickly.
Everyone involved, and it's never spoken about again.
But because there's two Lewises, we count as one person. But anyway,
it's like psychic uplink. Like he busts a nut, I feel it halfway across the world. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a psychic link of Lewis's just busting all at once. It's amazing.
There's not Lewis's, Lewisi, or Lewis's. It's just Lewis as a one unit.
It's one unit. However, since we're starting the podcast again, we're talking about things more in depth. We're not going to go over our topics that we planned to. Well, we will do to a degree. Okay. But instead of us repeating ourselves constantly and saying opinions we've already said, I'll start off the podcast with something I remembered about 40 minutes in before. But I think we should start with this now, which is rest in peace to King Von. And thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends. He was a Chicago rapper that was gunned down at the beginning of the week. I know, but it's a nice thing to do. Welcome to O Block has sold ridiculously well posthumously, and the thing we said in the old podcast was we hope he doesn't get posthumously abused like artists like Lil Peep X and Juice WRLD were when they died, and releasing albums that are not to the quality that they would have passed off if they were still alive. So
I think uploading your selfies to your dead son's Instagram's a bit fucked up.
Oh, Cleopatra on Freud, like X's mum is. In the beginning, she was alright, and she's now devolved to the point where it is so over. She's just using her son's death for money. It's ridiculous. It's not about the culture anymore. It's not about his legacy. It's all about money.
That's That's very sad to actually hear about it. I can't even imagine mentally that would be good for her, you know, like trying to upload your dead son. That mentally can't be good.
The gang's all here.
Well, X's father has disagreed with it, and Juice WRLD's mum's been a bit better with not posting about it, but the big controversy was Lil Peep's mum, because in the beginning she was quite emotional and just about talking to the fans, and then Lil Peep had a movie come out last year about his life. That was in fucking cinemas. It was that degree of making money. I've forgotten what it's called now. I think it's Everything About Everything, something like that. It's titled, but made a fuck ton of money off that. You had the release of I always forget the name of the album, but I think it's something Come Home Sober. I always forget Lil Peep's albums. I know his songs. I always remember the name of the songs, like Ben's Truck and, you know, Witchblades and things like that, but I always forget the name of his albums. But the second album, which was a sequel to his original first album, was released, and it had a lot of good songs on it. One of the ones was Falling Down, which was the X feature.
That's the one I have heard.
Yeah. And 16 Lines as well was one that did quite well on the Billboard charts. But the thing is it was released posthumously. A lot of the lyrics were spliced in from old music, and it's basically when people abuse people when they've died, and not just rappers. Obviously rappers are passing away in greater quantities in the modern day because rap music's taken over the music genre quite a lot. But you think back to people even like even Jimi Hendrix, you look at either way back to him when he passed away, there were so many like, oh, Jimi Hendrix, there's a CD of a secret, you know, guitar solo he recorded, no audio, no singing, but just someone playing the guitar, and people sold it for $200,000 on a CD of supposedly Jimi Hendrix playing the guitar. There was no way of proving it, but people were so desperate for new content from him that they would do it. It's like what they did with Freddie Mercury and Queen going on tour a year after Freddie Mercury died with the new singer. And obviously Queen went on and did a lot more without Freddie Mercury and without Roger Moore and people like that, but because Brian May kept it up quite a lot, and then obviously things came through there, but it's just fucked up abusing someone's death for money.
I think it's also just disrespectful to like just the art in general and the artist, because like, yeah, they're mixing in old lyrics and stuff which they created, but to say it's a new song, it's not a new song because it's not something that they've created, so therefore how can you stand there and go, oh yeah, this is a new song they created? No, you just took their old shit, you know, their old stuff, and just remixed it and, you know, stamped the label on it just to get money. It's just so disrespectful.
It gives the industry a bad name, paints a bad picture for them.
It does.
I mean, music industry is shady anyway, at the best of times, but you know.
You know a lot about that, being a professional singer.
Nah, not professional.
Is your job right now, my G?
Check out his YouTube channel, Lewis King. Look up
Lewis King, Lilith, Willow Tree, stream the shit out of it. He doesn't want to talk about it, but we're going to say it anyway. But anyway, continue, brother.
Okay, but no, I mean, it's not just the music industry, there's a bunch of industry that's like super shady. Another one I think that would be quite shifty, big businesses that deal with data handling. You know, everyone lost their mind when Sony announced, oh yeah, we might record PS4 party chats, and you know, this was like a revelation to some people. It's like it shouldn't really be, like, they've been able to do that a long time, it's just now they're telling us they're doing it.
Yeah.
Dude, Facebook is selling off your information to the best bidder, but you don't care though.
I mean,
most likely the Chinese.
Mark Zuckerberg's a robot, you know.
He is.
Why? Well, that's interesting. Why do you think he's a robot? He's just...
Like, I don't know, man, just something about him.
He's another image of him, like in the blue.
Like, I don't know if it's a meme that, oh yeah, he's a robot. I don't know. I get like a gut instinct that Mark isn't everything he said. What is Mark? What is Mark
he's not saying he's a human.
Is he like the Mark Z?
Here's the
Do you reckon
thing,
there've been like previous iterations of Mark? And he's just the final product.
Here's the thing with...
You got Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, and he's not Mark Z, he's the Z type out of GTA, bro.
It's just like, here's the thing about the Mark, like, think about it, right? The guy owns Facebook, like, we don't know how much data Roz they like generally collect outside of the Facebook app, but like imagine this, right? He's like the owner of it, right? I think I look at that man now and I think that man must have seen some fucking shit from people's like search history or whatever the fuck they post, because Facebook can be a wild place sometimes.
Dude, you're telling me, I like, obviously my Facebook was public at one point until, like, you know, we had a bit of a goings on, so I'll switch it back to private. But the thing with that, when you're a public Facebook page, it's a very scary business, because you meet a lot of people. I was busking one time, this lady come up to me, your music's really good, how do I find yourself? Well, I got Facebook, friends me on Facebook, right? And then, not long after that, I get I get an invite to a group, and I don't know if you've seen groups on Facebook, but it's technically more terrifying than being added to a Year 7 WhatsApp group. I will never forget the name of this. It was like lewd fun for people over 40.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, well, that fits you.
It was like kinky shit, and I was like, okay, for one, I'm not over 40.
Well, you are. You're 46 years old and you have 7 kids.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I didn't end up joining that group in the end for reasons I'd rather not mention on the internet.
He got too hard and couldn't click the button.
Your words, not mine. Anyway, I would agree. Mark Zuckerberg has probably seen some shit, and he's probably part of his own group chat.
Man's got PTSD to the max, I think. Think about it, right? Imagine that, right? You get invited to that sort of group.
He probably
man
found like black market sales of like human organs on the Facebook marketplace, and just.
I would not put it past him that he has full access to all those groups and just sat there one night drunk as shit with his mates, goes, fuck it, let's have a look at these groups, and has been mentally scarred from life for it. Can you imagine like all the fucking, you know what, I'm not even gonna say it because I actually feel really disgusting.
The Zuck
like,
giving the suck.
But I don't put it past him that man's probably seen some shit, which I probably would feel bad for him if.
I mean, haven't we all seen a lot of shit?
Yeah, but we haven't seen all of it, whereas he gets to see it like first person point of view, do you know what I mean?
I've watched a girl dressed up as Sandy Cheeks suck off SpongeBob on the internet. So,
I've seen that.
Let's be real, Mark Zuckerberg probably directed it.
he probably directed it, yeah. The furor on Mark Zuckerberg coming through with the Zuck power. You know, it's just Mark Zuckerberg is just streaming Spotify into his fucking ballsack at this point. Mark Zuckerberg has bought Instagram. He owns Instagram. He's making fuck tons of money off Instagram and Facebook. If Facebook dies, he has Instagram. He'll move on from Instagram. He'll buy Spotify and then he'll stream it into his balls through the Elon Musk, brain chip for music coming soon.
And then when he takes over TikTok, he'll be arrested for,
multiple child molestations, obviously.
Well, because it's been streamed straight to his ballsack.
Yeah, exactly. Like children streamed to his ballsack. Like he likes smoking meats. I could just say this is going way better than it was before.
Speaking of on that talk, TikTok as well. That's another. I know it's all around, but what I didn't know before, right? I knew it was a meme for this Bella Porch girl.
Oh yeah,
right. And I know
it's
you're
the
already
you think don't even sing
mentioning her. The maddest part for me is that she's ex-army.
Yeah,
I know. She used to be in the fucking US Navy. But the thing is, though, right?
Being,
no
on
one
the
not
front
be
lines, you're like a member of ISIS, and the last thing you see through a sniper scope is her face. That's got to be the most terrifying way to go.
This is the thing, though, right?
Imagine if we had a TikTok army. Everyone's worried about where the TikTokers are going to go and get jobs. When TikTok stops becoming a thing, if we just enroll them all into the army, imagine how terrified you'd be being on the opposing end.
Charlie D'Amelio in the middle of Afghanistan.
Yeah, but you're just there, trying to load ammunition into an AK. You look over the trenches and you just see 50+ 14-year-olds all dressed up in bait, doing the renegade, coming for you.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing, though, right? Donald Trump at the beginning, right, talking about this year, he banned trans people from the military while they were fighting in the Middle East, right? I don't get it. You should fill the army full of everything people in the Middle East hate. like gay people, trans people, women that can read, like you just fill it with everything that they hate, and then just send it to the Middle East.
Don't show your feet.
Dude, they'll see a woman driving like a fucking tank, and they'll just lose their shit already.
Yeah, no, wait. Honestly, their brains will implode. But Bella Porch in the U.S. Navy, no one's denying her service. You know, she's clearly a veteran, but it's never been made clear how long.
That kind of made me respect her more. But
yeah, but this is the thing. No one's ever made it.
And her standards to TikTok. Yikes, girl! How you lose a friend on the front line or something? That's rough, bro.
But this is the thing, though. No one knows how long she was actually in the army. She could have been she could have been in the Navy for like a year and then backed out, or she could be like a 5 or 6 year veteran. Fair enough.
Yeah, she never. I went on her Instagram once because I noticed I actually saw her tattoos, and I have tattoos myself and I quite like them. And I saw her and I was like, I actually want to look at like her Instagram, because this is the thing. Like, I actually don't hate her because she's got like fucking millions and millions of views and likes based on like.
I mean, out of all the people that have come out of TikTok, she is by far the least bad.
Here's the thing. I'm not mad at her, and I think people who get mad at her because of what she does, like, it's a bit pointless, because this thing, it's not her, like, yeah, her, you know, being quite an attractive woman, in my opinion. You know, yeah, it may have helped to garner views, but she got the popularity because of other people. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not mad at her.
She also stole from our culture. This American stole from our culture. BG Media, big up Billy B on the B, like, bro. I still remember the classic line from Little T. Like, I'll sing this line to my kids. Yo, yeah, start the bifter. I'm gonna rape your little sister. Like, come on, that's British classic.
And just like that, we're not getting on the recommended tab.
Who cares about ads anyway? I don't get no ads, bro. My CPM's like is worse than Radal's, bro.
But
I swear to God, if Lilith gets taken down for being associated with this podcast, I'm actually gonna murder bitch.
But here's the thing. Back to the topic of her Instagram.
Susan Wojcicki, I'm coming for you.
Stream Lilith.
Back to the topic of her Instagram, I do think that I was looking through her posts because I saw her tattoos. I thought they were quite interesting, and I read a post and she's talking about streaming. Now I don't know what she streams, probably on Twitch or something. And she mentioned that she actually had PTSD because of being in service. So
there you go.
So I'm not saying like she could have been in there for a year or longer, but whether she's, I don't like to think people who say that kind of thing are lying, especially when they've been in service.
No, you assume
the
that they're telling the truth.
So I do think that, like, yeah, it's fun enough, like, you know, you kind of joke about it and whatnot, but people who actually send like death threats and just really fucking hate her because, you know, other people made her popular, it's just like, just grow up. You're just salty that you're not in her position. You know, you're just
I'd love to make millions off of just moving my face.
Yeah,
I think that's why people are mad, to be fair. they just want to be in her position.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, 'cause like I said, people get mad at her. It's like, well, it's not her. She's not in control of how many views she gets unless she has the money to, you know, buy views and stuff. But she doesn't. It's other people who made her famous. You're just salty that you're not in the position.
And even the concept of buying views is practically impossible at this point. YouTube are so hot on that shit now. I don't know if you guys know this, but, you know, because obviously you guys don't own Android phones. But up until recently, I've been using Google Play for my music. That's how I play all my music on my phone and da-da-da-da-da. And it was announced, I got an email, I think maybe 6 months ago, saying they're actually moving it all to YouTube Music. Which really annoyed me. I was like, at first I was like, okay, not a big deal, I've got some stuff, but it was like, yeah, no, you're going to have to transfer your music to YouTube Music, otherwise, you know, you're not going to be able to listen to music on your phone. Which sucks. So they've basically bricked my music app on my phone so I can't listen to music. And I think the only reason why is because they were pissed off no one uses their new streaming service.
Well,
They're
what
like,
the fuck
hey,
is it?
we made this YouTube Music thing, it's really cool, you should totally check it out. And most people just went, yeah, that's cool and all, but I'm going to stick with Google Play, because, you know, it's where all my music is, and it's a good app. And they went, okay, no, we don't like that, so we're gonna.
Hey, that's illegal. Okay, we made that illegal.
That's illegal, right? Delete Google Play now. Like, no, and they went, okay, we'll delete it for you, and they did that, and that really annoyed me.
That
So
is
I've been
annoying.
listening to music with a third-party MP3 app because my music is literally all on an SD card, and I play it through an MP3 player that I downloaded off Google Play. It's like the ultimate fuck you, or like the ultimate bamboozle. I pulled a sneaky on them. But
Here's the thing, now
for a
Susan's
lot
like
of people,
raging behind the
that's
screen.
really fucked up and really annoying. But it just goes to show, like, buying views, they're just hot on it, you know? Oh, you want to buy views? Okay, we'll just, delete your channel, it's fine.
Yeah, Susan's just like their big mad, face getting proper red and everything.
And 2 ads every video. I remember the days where I could sit and watch countless videos of just, like, dumb shit, like gameplay videos, like half an hour to like an hour long, 45-minute long videos, and just have no ads.
Dude, what were ads back in the day? I don't think ads were even like a thing properly. They were like banners. Do you remember they used to have like
they
banners?
were literally, yeah, they were like how they look on the description. You had the description of the video, and you had a little banner up above the video that said like,
You have like a banner.
Lidl or something.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's literally like, I think it's because they've realised people aren't watching TV anymore, so they've just put TV ads on phones.
Yeah, but don't pay your TV license.
The one that pisses me off currently is the Invisalign one. You know, the little ginger kid, and then you've got the like specky kid who just like takes their Invisalign out and just starts munching on shit.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's terrifying, and it's like.
Lewis, have you been talking about getting an Invisalign? Is that why?
Why would I need an Invisalign? My teeth are straight.
Do you think like someone ever mentions anything about teeth around your phone? They're like, oh yes,
My man tried to
Invisalign,
smoke my teeth, bro.
Like, honestly,
My man's
man,
pissed off with ads.
social media, man, is.
I got a hell of a.
One hell of a tangent, but it's just something
I
that
got a
pisses
hell
me
of a. I got a hell of a transition to get us back to more serious land. If you'd like to go back to serious land, away from YouTube ads.
Okay.
So there's a topic that I wasn't going to bring up in the original, the original podcast that we failed to record the audio properly. But I thought we should, bring it. What's happened in Ethiopia today? But the region of been basically warring in Ethiopia for about 4 years now. And today, it's believed about 100. It's not been because the government's not saying anything. It's the problem of that region is pretty hostile in the first place, because anyone who's got basic knowledge of history will remember what happened in Rwanda in the 90s. And in the Rwandan genocide, and the Tutsis and the Hutus murdering each other, and they're worried that something similar could happen in Ethiopia.
mad, bro.
2020 goes from one bad to another.
Well, like, we had that explosion in Lebanon as well. It's like, I mean, I know that wasn't war related, but of all the years, like,
dude, this year, have you seen that video of this guy who's like pretending to be God? He's like, okay, Angel, have you got my list of all the shit that wants to happen in the 2020s? And Angel's like, wait, you mean 2020s, like 10 years? And it's basically a joke of how like everything that's bad is supposed to happen in the 2020s.
It's happening in 1 year.
They put into 1 year, and I was like, that's actually quite scary.
And but it does seem like that though, because there's not been a lot of positive things to hang about. People have been, trying to work through their issues and work hard through this time, and people are cunts.
I mean, the fact that the
as
NHS
always.
was lovely, but then even that was like.
It was
After
just
a week,
people
people
being
got bored.
pretentious. Yeah, people were just like, I'm bored of clapping for the people that are literally saving my life. It's like,
How do you,
What?
How do you get bored with that? Like, just,
And then you get the people who are like, yeah, like I don't mind the clapping, but like, can you actually give me like fucking money for my work or like better equipment? You know?
no,
like-
it's ridiculous.
Vinny was talking to me the other day, a mate of mine. He goes, I was behind this guy in the traffic, and he's got one of those bumper stickers, honk it to support the NHS. And so he honked, and then the guy got out of the car and was like, what are you honking me for? You forgot you put the sticker there. Like,
Big brain energy. That sounds like an American thing to happen, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we have it in the UK. American retardation is seeping into
to be
the
fair,
into the
shooting are
UK.
things that should be happening in America. There was a shooting near where I live, like literally yesterday,
Yeah, Wellington.
there was
It's
that,
a
like,
like
madness.
outside the local Lidl. Someone
Yeah.
got shot.
It's pretty.
Lidl, guns. Can you imagine
London's
Lidl?
crazy.
What place is-
London's crazy.
I will say,
Do you reckon it was someone from Aldi just pulling up?
Yeah,
Like,
Aldi pulled up with a strap.
Aldi and Lidl are like the blood and crips of like the UK.
Of the UK, yeah. We don't have true gang violence here. We just, like, because we have people that, like, oi bruv, shank each other. But, you know,
Do you know what my
big
favourite thing
meme.
was around Christmas time where all, like, the big supermarkets, like Asda's, Sainsbury's and Tesco's, they'd have those, like, bar charts on their ads. And it's like, our price is, like, this better than fucking Sainsbury's or Tesco's.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, a week later, Tesco would make one with, like, the same bar graph, only theirs would be taller than everyone else's.
It's like, this
And it
is
just
our
went on
best
like
thing.
that, like a good few years. And then
It's a gang war.
that was the John Lewis ad before the John Lewis ad. Like, you knew it was
Yeah.
Christmas when they started sticking bar graphs on shit.
When the turkey prices came out and Asda was £1 cheaper than the rest of the supermarkets, you know, and then Tesco had to do like 25% off their turkeys to get it
guys,
down to the
we all-
Asda price.
we all agree that there is one thing that we cannot forgive, is the increased amount of Freddo.
Yeah,
price
we're
of
not
the
helping
price.
our British stereotypes here, but that pisses me off so much. They used to be,
Freddo's
well,
is how we know
5p when I was younger. They're 25p each now. They're going to go up to 30p. It's just, what?
Like, literally, when I was younger, I could go to the corner shop with £1 in my pocket and leave with 6 Freddos, a packet of crisps, and a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But then they installed cameras. Well, you know,
I should have seen
really
that
fucked me
coming.
off.
The things like, you think about penny sweet shops was still a thing when we was kids.
I remember. Yeah, but in our day and age, they could never.
No,
Can
never.
you imagine, like,
never penny
COVID,
sweet shop.
and then, like, penny
Yeah.
sweets?
Bro, putting your hand in all the different fucking jars and, like, actually measuring out 100 sweets. It's just like, bro. It was a trust basis half the time. This podcast
Yeah,
is
but
devolving into British anger. But that's...
Bro, don't get me started on Greg's as well, bro. Greg's
Bro.
sausage rolls.
Greg's
they are
sausage
the
rolls.
same, bro.
No,
No,
they've
they're not.
changed. They've changed
This
up.
makes me angry.
They don't taste how they did when I was younger.
As a vegan, I don't know the
Vegan.
No, I ain't fucking.
Yo,
I'm
like the video if you're
pescatarian.
vegan, bro.
You're like, yeah. Can we get 20? No, I'm not trying to get dislikes.
No,
10 likes if you
20,000
kill
likes
cows in the
and
street.
I'll feed Lewis a piece of meat.
Yeah, 10 likes and we'll kill a fucking cow in the street. We won't, but yeah, 100 likes and we'll curb stomp a pig.
I mean, to be fair, like, I know this is like predominantly podcast, but potentially we could put Cooking with Lewis on this thing. I don't know if anybody would watch that, but
Yeah, no, we're gonna put Cooking with Lewis on here. We can have multiple series. But I plan on, starting a BuzzFeed series where I can play about how bad men are. But until then, we have to, we can put Cooking with Lewis. Amy can promote her OnlyFans, and we can
I know you
move.
said Cooking with Lewis because you were mentioning food, and now I'm kind of
But
fucking hungry.
I know what something I'm hungry for.
What?
Do Lewis King music.
Oh no, it's coming.
It's coming soon. Stream Lilith.
Come on, I want you to do more music so that I can do more album art for you, so that I can boost my own career while you boost your side simultaneously.
I can boost
well,
my
we might need one. Oh, I want to get this rap track done as well. I mean, Bad Mind People is finished. It's
Dude,
just
they
getting
have
the
no
music
idea
video
what you're
done.
talking about. They have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
I know,
so
that doesn't matter.
I'm-
It doesn't matter. Coming soon. Exclusive. Exclusive.
I know that people don't understand. Yes, they know I'm a musician. Musicians make music. That's kind of all they really need to know. There's shit in the works, okay? That's all I want to say. But honestly, I need to get this video done, man. But no, there is a track that might need some album art. So I'll let you know, bro. I'll let you know.
Thank you. This is,
Sting.
I think...
We're doing
accepting
business.
submissions.
You're doing business on the podcast.
Send
Yeah,
them
no.
to, at Donald Trump.
At Donald Trump Twitter, submit your Lewis King art, and we'll look through the best ones.
We'll look through the best ones.
Make sure to
winner,
include
and
hashtag bait and switch in the
Yeah, you'll
description.
get some free Lewis King merch.
You get some free Lewis King merch for the winner. Official Lewis King merch. Hashtag Redbubble.
You know, you can buy it from our Redbubble at Bait and Switch.
Yeah, we'll just promote everything. Fuck it. Yeah, I got a Twitter. Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
We're trying to save some money because I need to pay my rent and Lewis needs a new fucking car.
Yeah.
He had his catalytic converter nicked in the riots.
Yeah, someone stole my basmati rice during the London riots, and I'm in need of a new car. So.
London riots from like what? That's nearly a decade ago.
Yeah, I was in Egypt when they happened. But speaking of riots, the US election. Mr. Donald Trump has losty, and Mr. Bidey. Big Bo Biden has won, and Kamala Indian Harris has also in the White House. You know, Melania Trump has already spotted, you know, armed with a soldier instead of Mr. Trump. She's already signing the divorce papers because after he's lost. So I think our biggest opinion is how big is Big Cook's cock?
Fucking humongous.
We're talking 9 inches, okay. But seriously, being serious though, Mr. Bo Biden, what are we thinking?
I don't really know the dude. Do you know what I mean? I don't really.
I know he's got some shady political history, but that's about it.
But do you think he's going to be a good president or just kind of a meh? Didn't really do anything.
Well, I think it depends though, because obviously, like with the way that Trump's handled COVID,
I'll be honest.
I think the way that Trump handled COVID and everything, I think he doesn't have to do much in the sense of to go, oh wow, he did so much compared to like the last president in that sense.
Oh, you know, he could legit come in and go, yo, wear masks, and he's already done more.
Yeah, but I also think it depends on like, because I know people are saying he does or he possibly has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of speculation about that. It was either vote for Orange Man or vote for dementia patient. Like,
well, I think it depends. Obviously, it also depends on how well his first lady is as well. I don't really.
Oh God, don't even get me on about Kamala Harris. She wants to basically make everything illegal.
She looks kind of lit, bro.
She wants to make everything illegal, basically. She wants to like triple prison sentences for stupid shit. So one of the examples was that she wanted to, if you're caught with cannabis in a state that hasn't legalized it yet, instead of going to prison for a year or $1,000 fine, you go to prison for 4 years and have a $10,000 fine.
Dude, what the fuck?
For a bit of weed.
Yeah, for a bit of weed, like regardless of the amount.
She worked for TFL or some shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all my homies hate TFL, and all my homies don't pay their. We hate TFL, and we don't pay our TV license. Just remember that. Shout out, my boy Memulus. Hashtag TV license is gay. Get it in the comments. It's such an archaic law as well. It's like from 1948, the TV license. But it's just.
Don't quote the ancient magic to me, which I was there when it was written.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If you have a black and white TV, it's only £48 a year.
Okay, but I think in general terms of like the election, I think, you know, I think America's fucked anyway. I mean,
America was fucked.
No, but honestly, God, like, I'm not gonna lie, right? As bad as this whole COVID thing is, it has really shown the stupidity of individuals and the blessed
and the United States.
And the United States. And the blessed amount of
I'm staying out of this one, Jesus.
No, like, have you seen like the people who go into shops and go, it's against like the founding fathers' rights or something to wear a mask?
Yeah, my constitutional rights. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, it's against my constitutional rights for you to force me to wear a mask. And it's like, whoa, it's against my... Yeah, okay, it's against your stupid fucking constitution that you praise so much because you say it was written by Americans. Those 3 of them were English and the other one was German. But anyway, you know... well, they are Americans because they were registered in America. Some of them were born in America, even though they were born in, you know, British-controlled America. And one of them's fucking German. But you know, they praise their American founding fathers, you know, Mount Rushmore, Mount Daddy Moore. And the thing is they praise it like it's their Bible, and they go, oh yeah, no, you can't do that, it's against my rights. There is nowhere written in the US Constitution that they can't force you to wear a mask. In fact, it actually says, I don't know what article it is, but it does say that in times of emergency the government can enact emergency action. Doesn't have context, just in terms of in general, and one of those, this is emergency times, the action is put a fucking mask on.
This is a
Nope.
That
No,
better
it's-
not be copyrighted content I hear there, Missy.
No, she was checking the fucking stream.
Yeah, clearing something was going okay. But I forgot how fucking loud my phone was. Sorry about that. No, I agree though. It's like the thing is, I think people forget that like. Do you remember in like stores and like stuff, and restaurants they can do like a no shirt, no shoes, no trousers, no service.
Yeah. No trousers, no service.
Yo, if you're
I mean,
Yo, you ain't got any trousers, bro. So he just turns up butt naked. Yo, what the fuck? Why would you serve me?
but it's the same
we
thing.
might have to test that. Like channel sharing. Stop.
Stream Lilith.
Stream the left.
But no, it's like the whole thing. Like it's just you just see people who go, it's against my rights, and it's like, excuse me, ma'am, are you okay? Do people seem to forget? And this is something I've noticed in America a lot. I think it's because America is so big and idiotic. Do people seem to forget? Because obviously, basically all of us have worked in some sort of retail jobs, or still worked in retail job even with COVID.
Yeah, fuck that. I ain't going back. You can't make me.
Can't maybe go back and laugh. But no, it's like, do people seem to forget that retail workers are just people who just trying to do their job? You just
Everyone's
like,
people.
Exactly, but it's like you see these people who treat retail workers, especially when it's like they go, "Can you wear a mask?" I've had it before in my workplace where I've gone to someone, "Can you wear a mask?" and go, "Well, why do I have to?" And I'm like, "Well, it's the rules, and in this building you have to." It's like, "Who says?" And I'm like, "My boss," and she's like, "Can I talk to your boss?" And I'm like, he's fucking head corporate. I don't think he's gonna come down for this. And it's like you get into arguments with these people, and it's just like, just wear a fucking mask. If you
Only
can't
in
wear
retail have I had the dumbest arguments with people.
Oh, in retail, I've had the dumbest arguments and the most weirdest. Okay, right. Side note.
I'll
Right.
give you a law that we
wanna-
should enforce. I think retail workers should be able to punch one customer per shift.
Yeah, per week. I think.
Spark out one granny per shift.
Right. Can I
Yes.
just say this right? I want to hear from everybody.
Yo,
Everyone
Deborah, she
can-
was chatting shit, so I knocked her dentures clean out.
Can somebody from each of their job, right, give an experience which either showed a very idiotic customer or was very basically a shit moment in
This
your work?
is a good idea actually.
Yeah, go on. Each one of us tell a story. Let's do this. Not sorry, but
Okay. I'll use the pub. I'll use the pub as a good one. So COVID, obviously, classic COVID example. We come out of lockdown, but we was in the tier. It's when the pub first got put into tier 2 restrictions. So for anyone who's not in the UK, tier 2 restrictions are basically you were no longer allowed to meet friends outside. Sorry, you're no longer allowed to eat friends inside, but you can meet them outside. And if you were indoors, you could only come in with your family or friends or whatever. I work in a pub currently. I'm a student as well. And while working, I was signing some people in, and a girl walked in without a mask. So typically, again, the rules in the UK are if someone hasn't got a mask on, you presume they're exempt. And most people, even if they're lying, will go, "Oh, I'm exempt" to that answer. Boy, the bloke she walked in with had a mask on. They had a girl about 15 years old had a mask on. This woman didn't. I said to her, "Why have you not got a mask on?" Standard question. I just said, "I need you to wear one in the building, I'm afraid, unless you're exempt." Standard procedure. She responded, "No, I'm not wearing one." I said, "Oh, okay, are you exempt?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay, well, you need to wear a mask."
See, this is where you done goose.
So I said to her, "If you're going to argue with me, that's fine. I'm the bartender. I will refuse to serve you alcohol and refuse to serve you at all if you do not comply with the rules." She said, "Well, I left it at home." I straight up said, "That's not my problem." She then said I was being rude, so I got my manager to come deal with her. And my manager is, my assistant manager is, I'm not going to name drop him, but he's younger than me. He's 1 year younger than me. But he's been doing, he's been in that kind of world a lot longer than me. He knows what he's doing, he's clever. Came in there, this woman was not having any of it. So she's trying to kick up a fuss, she's trying to get her husband or boyfriend to scream and be funny. And I straight up went to Ben, who's my manager. That's that's just the first name, doesn't give it big details. Yeah, my man's Ben.
Man like Ben.
I just dropped his addy. But He came to me at the bar and basically said to me, "Bro, I can't get rid of these people. What am I going to do?" So I said to him, "You have the options are record them and send them to the police for a fine, or you can just call the police and they can come and deal with it." This woman straight up refused to leave. So Ben's solution was to basically barricade her outside the exit and allow other customers to come in. So she was locked basically behind this little cage, and the boyfriend walked in with the kid and sat down at the table, started ordering drinks. She said, "What the fuck is going on? Why am I here?" He said, "Well, you're not wearing a mask." She walked out, tried to walk in the back entrance of the pub, and then at that point she bumped into one of our regulars, John, who was coming out. He's 63 years old. He said he's very aware of the rules, walking around with a mask. He said to this woman, before I could even say it, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, I'm trying to walk in the back door because, you know, they're not letting me in through the front." John is a police officer. He's been in the police force 35 years.
Oh, wow.
He proceeded to go, "Okay, stand outside for me," pulled out his warrant card and said, "Okay, I'm fining you under the I think it's Article 14 of the it's Article 14 Section 4. It's to do with this COVID legislation that's gone through Parliament." And he straight up just fined her there on the spot, 250 quid. She paid it. She then actually had a mask in her pocket the whole time, put it on and came in the pub after paying a 250 quid fine.
What the
I was like,
fuck?
"Are you that pathetic that you had to go and get fined before you would fucking put a mask on?"
Dude, that's like stubbornness and pride at its fullest.
That's one of my worst. So, you guys, you decide who goes next.
Yes, you wanna go?
Yeah, sure. Hang on, sorry, I was just taking... Actually, Amy, if you want to go first, I don't mind. I'm just dealing with this conversation here currently.
Oh, that's a bit rude, but okay.
Disgraceful.
Hey, listen, I can multitask, ladies. Hit me up, yeah? Currently streaming podcasts and making bank at the same time.
I think I've had quite a few jobs in different retail and stuff. God, you know, I'm gonna go with my first ever job I had. I was 15 years old. The only reason why they hired me was because I was turning 16 soon. But I used to work in a second-hand electronics store. I'm not gonna name it because Loki might go back. You know, but I used to work in a second-hand electronics store here in the UK. And I was 15 years old. This was the first job I ever had. Just finished my GCSEs. Was gonna work it for the summer and for the start of sixth form. And in the nicest way, this shop I was working in, it attracted a lot of weird people. I'll give a quick example.
Me.
My first ever shift. Yes, you dodgy fuck. Saw you a few times. I served you as well. The first day, my first shift, I worked after I got hired. A kid, 2 years old, was in the middle of an aisle, just pulled down his trousers and just pissed all over the floor. His mum just looked at him, grabbed him, and just walked out. And I was like, okay.
Didn't even bother to clean up the glizzy juice.
No, my manager had to do it, which was like, okay, that's great. That's when I learned that I actually wasn't allowed to even say piss on the floor. Because I mentioned it, and my manager was like, okay, who said piss? Like, you're not allowed to say that word. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wee on floor.
There is... This is not creepy. I do have a story about a customer who was extremely aggressive and rude to me, but I'm not going to say that right now, just because, you know, brings it up back.
Yo, bro, one story per person, bro.
Yeah.
We can get a whole 15-minute clickbait video out of that, bro. Come on.
Exactly, but anyway, so this one time I was just having this guy, and we sold CDs, and they were quite cheap because obviously people don't have CDs, they don't listen to CDs anymore. We had a whole stack of them. I said not everyone has them anymore, okay? We get it, you're retro.
I like CDs. CDs my favorite.
So anyway, this guy had a bunch of CDs, a whole stack, and how it used to work was we had the empty cases on the floor, and then we bring them up, we look at them, we try and find the CD on the wall behind us, and then we put it in, right? So as I'm doing this, I'm just talking to this guy. At this point I was 16, and he was just talking to me, and I was like, oh, like, he's got a very wide range of music, and he was like, oh yeah, like I go to concerts a lot, like this and that. And I was looking at him, he looked quite old, and he said, oh, like, I'm 61 years old, okay? He said, I'm 61 years old, I love to go to concerts. Like, oh, what about you? Like, do you go to concerts a lot? And I said, I've only ever been to one. I said, at this moment, I'm just not really a big fan of them. I'm focusing on my education and stuff. I just don't have the time or money. And he goes, oh, that's such a shame. Like, maybe I should treat you to go to the concert one day. And I looked at him and I was like, this is really fucking weird. And then he said to me, how old are you? And I said, sir, I'm 16 years old. And I remember at this point I'd finished serving him up. I had everything purchased and I said, okay, this is X amount. And as I said, I was 16 years old. I'll never forget, he gave me his money. As I was putting in the till to give him his change, he said, that's funny. I'm old enough to be your daddy then. Winked at me, and as I gave him the change, he fucking caressed my hand, took his stuff and left.
Well, you were legal.
This is how I met your mother.
Well, you're 16, we live in the UK, you legal, maybe he was just trying to get some of that, you know, fresh young coochie. He's trying to get that
Sorry,
coochie.
it's not like OnlyFans money, you know what I mean?
Dude, he's like, dude, I wonder what it's like to have a coochie which, like, doesn't blow dust anytime you're near it.
Yo.
Yeah. Yo,
So
OnlyFans
that
link in the description.
I just like, this is where I just slide in like a business card of like, yo, I can't do that, but like, here's my OnlyFans if you're that desperate.
You can pay me money via this.
By this transaction. Back then we didn't have OnlyFans, so it'd been like Patreon on some shit.
What? That's a good. Actually, that's a mild tangent. But what's Patreon up to nowadays?
Oh, bro, it's been destroyed by OnlyFans.
Yeah. I think it's
Wait
still
until we
running.
start telling them about OnlyScrams.
We'll start a Patreon. For $1 a month, I'll do absolutely nothing. For $5 a month, I'll do nothing. For $10 a month, I will do absolutely nothing, but I'll pretend that I'm doing something. For $50 a month, I will tell you in a personal DM that I'm doing nothing.
That's good value, bro.
And for $1,000 a month, I'll send you a photo of my favourite cider.
Your favourite cider. It's like the more you
Every
pay, the
month,
more
I'll
you
send you a cider bottle that's just completely empty because I've scrammed it.
Yeah, but it's got like,
And that is what
stains on it.
OnlyScrams aims to deliver.
And this is what this has the like your lip marks on it, so it's kind of like the Belle Delphine situation with the bathwater.
Oh yeah, no. Now I'm gonna start selling my my lipstick bottles for $150 a piece. Link in the description. Teespring.com/lipping bottles.
Oh god, this is
Good value, bro. It's good value.
Good value, good money. So, Asian porn. Oh shit, that's not the topic. I meant Cyberpunk. So, Cyberpunk. It's been delayed again. It's fucking aggravating. What are we saying?
I think it's going to be a complete shit show.
No Man's Gay Part 2.
From what I've seen, which isn't a lot, I think I've seen the trailer, like a gameplay section that was like 30 seconds, and like an article that said you can customize your own genitalia, and that is legit about it.
Yeah,
And honestly,
is.
it sounds quite promising. I may pick this game up solely for the fact that I've never played a game where I could customize my genitals, and I love that they are pandering to all audiences.
Yeah, that's actually quite
being able
true.
to, yeah, I mean, like, not many people know, you know, it's nice to know you can equip your character with the same equipment you have, IRL. Whether that's the glizzy or the cavern or a bit of both or literally fucking nothing else.
Dude, I literally, can you imagine that some people are still gonna lose their shit, mention like this is gonna create some like body shaming shit or whatever, or body standards, even though you can customize your own body.
You know, they didn't add enough dick pimples, and I'm gonna give the game 3 stars. Not enough dick pimples.
Dude, they didn't add like all this like stuff that makes us human. It's so unrealistic, and it shames people who actually. Who wants to bet that's gonna happen?
I mean, Saints Row did it with the sex appeal slider, you know.
Yeah, that was good.
Do you want a large clock? Clock? Yes, clocks are good. Telling the time.
Lara Clock.
Oh yeah. Oh, on also topic of that, what did you guys think of I know we probably have the same opinion, but what do you think about the argument people made where they wanted in hindsight, a fat Lara Croft?
I,
A fat Lara Croft, bro. She'd fucking jump on a wall and bounce off it.
well, that's the thing. I mean, you play the game. She looks skinny, but the way those floors crumble underneath her, bro. She got fat people energy, bro.
Yeah, but bro, she's thick as hell. That's why.
You also got like a defined muscle, but you got people who are like, oh, this is like shameful.
Like, I get their ruins that haven't been touched in 100 years, but really me stepping on them is the thing that causes them to break. Okay.
Yeah, but that happens. It happens with a fat person. Like, that's just mean.
That's just mean. It's like, nah, bro, it's just nature.
But think about this, right? People who played, especially the new Tomb Raiders, like for example, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, great game.
Great game.
Great game.
Think about the amount of times that Lara Croft's
Platinum's infuriating me, but it's fine. It's fine.
Bruce. You'll get there. It's fine. But like, imagine Lewis will know this definitely. Imagine the amount of times that Lara Croft gets fucking stuck underwater between like little gaps.
Oh yeah, man. Like,
woman would not survive.
Yeah, keep talking about how wet Lara is.
But it's like, if you were to do that in a situation, I'm sorry, but like, girl wouldn't be fat if she was doing what she was doing for so many years. She's active, you know?
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, I just think it's funny when people go like, because I do agree, you know, yeah, do more body representations and all that shit, but it's like, be sensible about it, please.
I mean, to be fair, it could just be a clickbait article, just designed to piss people off.
No, it was a genuine movement where people generally wanted a fat Lara Croft or like
it just wouldn't work, though, would it?
But that's the thing. I wouldn't even agree at her being
unless they
like,
reboot the series again. You know, like, I don't think it can do another reboot.
But it's like you said, I don't even agree. Like, if she was like really skinny, for example, just because of how much she has to fucking, you know,
Lara Croft.
Lara
Croft.
Lara Croft. This is like Domino's be hitting you up like they do a collaboration with Tomb Raider for the next game.
Lara gets pinned to the floor and he tries to choke her and he can't find her neck.
Yeah, that scene wouldn't work. Actually, speaking of, I know it's not like a kinky game by any means, but Lara gets choked out a lot, bro.
Yeah.
What is it with video games and choking? There's like fuck tons of video games where people are getting choked out.
It's like Dino from The Last of Us Part 2. Instead of getting shot, the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna choke you, bitch, from your own bitch." She's like,
You know, Dina was into it, low key.
She was like, "Oh, this is why I was with Jesse."
She's like, "This ain't a bad way to die."
Choking on his Asian ding dong.
Okay, that conversation took a bit weird.
So guys, Asian ding dongs. Next topic. No, I'm joking.
There's not much to talk about.
Yeah, it's not much to talk about. 'Cause there's not much to see either. But Last of Us Part 2,
Yo,
good or bad?
Disrespectful to our Asian audience.
We don't have an Asian audience. Last of Us Part 2.
We might do.
What are we saying?
Day.
In one day, yeah.
Yeah, we're really good. We're really big in China. Shout out to all my Asian homies with the Wuhan virus.
Oh my.
The big cough.
No, okay. You said that's about The Last of Us. It's simple. I'm not mad at the game, I'm just disappointed. The workbench was an amazing feature, and we mentioned this during the first fail podcast.
Yeah, we just gotta clarify it.
The benches is the best thing I've ever seen in a game, and I fucking
No,
love it.
Lev is clearly transgender. Amy's just like, workbench go brr.
I do.
I know I told the same joke in the first episode, it's still funny!
No one saw that. Doesn't matter.
They didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Didn't see it, didn't happen.
I know, you know, just what the 2 out of 2 chubby bird at the bar sees when I'm trying to chat her up.
And me on Snapchat. And me on Snapchat. And me.
Yeah, add me on Snapchat, bro.
And me.
But like,
Big up my man's
like,
Boris Johnson.
That's the world we live in. We don't ask for a girl's number anymore. We go, what's your Insta, what's your Snapchat?
hey, yo,
Oh
babes,
my
hit me
god.
up in your
Yeah, we're
Discord,
mid live stream, bruh, but bruh. Lewis, check my mum's Insta story.
Hang on, wait a minute.
Check my mum's
What?
Insta story, bro.
Oh dear.
Story.
Hang on. I've got to check. For those of you who don't know Lewis's mum, she gave birth to Lewis.
Really, nigga.
She follows me on the Instagrams.
Dude.
And I'm currently trying to... I can't find her, bro.
Me and my jiggers out here pulling up on the jig. I'll just send it to you.
I'm going to do a big search for your
Bro,
mum on
just
Instagram.
because it's funny. Look what I just sent you.
What the hell?
She posted a Harold meme.
Like, oh my god, that's brilliant.
It's a Harold meme.
Hang on, sorry. Did you look at where that she got that? Like, look at the @, for that Instagram account.
Yeah, I know.
Only Flaps.
Holy flaps.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, Holy Flaps. Yes.
Yeah, that's a mum Facebook account if I've ever seen one.
Friday the 13th in 2020. Oh Jesus.
How many Obamas
Oh, it really
do you
is. Yo, guys, I'm gonna die tomorrow.
It's Friday
Why?
the 13th, bro.
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Yeah.
In 2020, bro. We're about to end it. I'm about to end this man's whole career. Okay, guys. No, not November. How we doing?
Terribly.
I've
Like
lost.
I mean, you know, it was bad because obviously recently single boys, very sad business. But I was simping back before November even started. Mans was just ordering his KFC off Uber Eats. This delivery
busted.
driver had no business being so hot.
Yeah, Ganesh has got no business being that hot.
Dude, you were like, dude, should I send like a £6 tip? You're like, dude, no.
My
We need to
girlfriend was
find
just
my Uber
my
Eats
girlfriend was
driver,
just
boys.
showing off new lingerie, and it's just not fair. And I'm guessing Amy's already given herself the finger blaster 9000, so it doesn't matter.
So I'm the only, this is the thing. I'm the only one of the boys still in the game.
Yeah,
Please do
dude.
not send anything to my Instagram that will
I'm
make
going
me
to send
lose.
you a photo of DJ Academics crying.
Dude, I found Shrek's leaked nudes. I don't think you're gonna survive if I send that to you.
What?
What? Who said that?
I'm just looking at Mad Yock's Monster Energy gunboat. It's pretty good.
Yo, Mad Yock. Shout out Mad Yock. We need a discussion about fucking Mad Yock. YouTube channel, Irish guy. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, of course.
That's insane.
Brilliant channel. Mad Yock. And this is the thing. We discussed a lot of our topics in depth in the original fail of the the original live stream. However, one of the ones that I think we can bring up again, which is one of the more serious ones that we can easily talk about, was we was originally discussing it's Movember at the moment. Obviously, I'm pretty sure in most Western countries in the world it's a thing, but in the UK, obviously, it's definitely a thing, and obviously the US, I think it is as well. You know, trim down to your muscles. It's different per country, but it's all raising awareness for men's problems in particular, such as suicide and cancers that are specific to men, like testicular cancer and things like that, and just kind of making awareness about a lot of men's health, which, to be honest, I don't mean this is I'm going to say this is a controversial thing, but I'm actually really surprised that Movember's still a thing in the modern day. A month that is dedicated to men still seems weird that somehow the feminists haven't shut that down yet.
Well, the thing is that like it doesn't get as, I would say, not as much attention as it does compared to like other months.
No, because it's hard to go,
Because
oh yeah, no, fuck men and their testicular cancer. Like, you can't really say that.
Yeah, but it doesn't give like I still not much attention. Like I don't see a lot of like people on social media really posting about it.
No, and most of the
Because
people
I
who
think
participate are men.
It's a fairly new thing, I swear. Like,
No, it's
don't
been
think-
around. It's been around for quite a while. Because I remember back in high school, I had a teacher. They did the No Shave November for men's mental health, and we had teachers come in with it, and in sixth form as well. It's been around for a couple years, and it was definitely. I'd say it was more discussed back a couple years ago, but now it really isn't. That's why you kind of think it hasn't been around for that long.
Yeah, and it's I think that it was just an important thing to raise because again the men's suicide is a lot higher than women's, and it's the thing that I think a lot of people get misconstrued is it doesn't mean that women committing suicide means any less. It just means that men are potentially hiding their issues a lot more, and obviously the thing that we discussed in the previous podcast was a lot to do with social stigma.
Yeah, it was the studies done basically just to narrow it down. I went into more depth about it on the failed one, but for this one, just to narrow it down, it's studies showed that females usually have a more comfort network of friends and family and whatnot. So when they're in a serious situation which is affecting their mental health negatively or their emotions negatively, they have a comfort web which they can go to express their feelings, let it out, talk about it, come over it in not all the time a healthy manner, but they can talk about it, they can get over it, and they have people there who will listen to them and whatnot. So basically it helps them go through the process not by themselves and helps them come to terms with it and move on from it easier. Whereas in men, in the majority of friendship groups, not all of them but for a lot, men don't have that. Usually if they're dealing with issues or stuff with their mental health, it usually just gets like put to the side. It's like, oh dude, you'll be fine, like don't worry about it. They can't really express how they feel without being made fun of or not being taken seriously. And because of that, because they don't have that web of comfort or that communication with people, they just keep it to themselves and they deal with it by themselves. So they just put it away unconsciously and they just ignore it, which isn't a good and healthy thing to do, and it builds up. And they essentially feel like, obviously without going to professional help, they don't have anyone to talk to, because not everyone wants to talk to a professional, and if everyone's around you is downplaying how you feel, you yourself feel like you don't need to go to a professional. So I think that's why it is one of the reasons why it's so high.
I agree with that 100%. It's the lack of professional grip, and especially in society now where people are trying to push women's issues even more, and even in many ways trying to push down the gender argument and go, there's no such thing as gender, or there's too many genders. And the thing is regardless of that, if a man is a man and they're being normal, excuse me, they are entitled to just be able to talk to someone. It doesn't matter if you come from the richest country in the world or you come from the poorest in the world. It's people need to have the option to talk to someone, because you even notice that in some countries that are poorer, that don't have these social stigmas and don't have these things that are put in place, men's suicide rates go down immediately, because they are able to feel in many ways empowered and able to feel ways, and the suicide rate drops dramatically. Versus in the more modern societies, particularly in the US at the moment, is that men are being put under so much ridiculous pressure to do things right and do things wrong. Like even the case of that American football player, for example, who he didn't get to professional level. He was a college level American football player, and he was accused of rape, went to prison for 3 years, and the girl said, I was lying, and ruined his life. He was going to go and play football at college, couldn't do it, he killed himself.
Yeah, that situations like that are fucked.
And she completely ruined that fucker's life, and she didn't even get convicted at the time. I think she has been now. Good, she fucking deserves to rot in jail.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's just cancerous.
Yeah, and just to say before like anyone goes, oh, not all women lie about it. Yeah, not all women lie about it. And just because one woman lies about it doesn't mean that other women are always lying about it. It's just in a situation like this, when women lie about assault and it's definitely obvious, and the men get unjustified consequences for it, and it ruins their life and their reputation because of such serious allegations, I think women should go to prison for that. It's fucking defamation. The worst kind. Well, it's one of the worst.
Yeah.
And it annoys me when you hear stories like that of women who just blatantly lie about assault and put others' reputations and their livelihood at risk, and all this, and they get away scot-free. Because it happens more, and you just kind of go, that's just fucked up. And it's also unfair of women who have been assaulted, because, it creates a bad, image for them, because they feel like if they can't say anything, they can't come out about it because they could be lying.
Yeah, of course. And it's just it's a fucked up situation, but I thought we'd have a mini discussion about that on the podcast, because we had a discussion about it before, because I prefaced the thing originally with let's have a bit of a serious discussion before we do some more memes, because it's good to have some serious discussion as well. But
basically what we're saying is people just fuck people.
Yeah. It's we said in the original podcast we were talking about Xbox and the new Xbox's hookah, the Xbox hookah DLC that's been released. It's been confirmed now that the videos were faked and they were done using a vape. However,
so people were dueling their Xboxes.
However, Xbox has also announced that there is a problem with the cooling system, that it is sucking in dust.
Oh, that's not
So
bad.
because the vent is so big
bad.
on top, it's actually sucking in dust to the system. So Xbox has gone, yeah, no, we're not smoking. However, in the middle of creating a dust bunny in the middle of the console, which is quite funny considering the Xbox fridge is the fridge is not keeping cool, which is quite hilarious, and the Wi-Fi router's going strong. And I prefer a strong connection. I would love a strong connection in my Wi-Fi router over a dusty fridge.
True. It's true that.
Still, though, I just want to know how they were able to get because I said this before on the other podcast. I wanted to know how they were able to get the fucking okay, first of all, how did someone discover they could do that, and how the fuck were they able to do it? Because did you believe it in
for an Xbox while vaping?
Basically,
I mean, that's a wide voice. That must have been some wide ass mouth.
no, I said this before. They're just vaping the Xbox. They've converted their Xbox into a giant vape.
Yeah, dude, that's a good shit. That's a
good shit. Like, oh! And then
What flavor is your Xbox Dual?
Bill Gates
Monster
semen.
Energy.
Bill Gates semen.
Still, though, I do want to know how someone discovered they could do it and how they actually did it. Because there's a fucking lot of smoke. I'm not gonna lie, or vape smoke.
Tutorial coming soon, boys. Don't worry.
Tutorial on how to vape your Xbox coming soon.
How to unlock the Xbox.
5-minute craft. How to turn your Xbox into a free smoke machine.
Yeah, I mean, it's cost efficient in a way. I mean, so many times I've been at a gig, I thought, you know what, this needs some smoke. It needs a smoke machine.
Just put your
I'll just pull up with my brand new Xbox Series X. They go, yo, is that a smoke machine? You go, no, better. It's an Xbox hookah. What does it do? It blows smoke, and it plays games.
Nice.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It is a bit. It's I don't know.
That's some good drink.
Technology is just amazing nowadays, in my opinion.
Definitely.
The stuff you could do with it, you can make fucking vape juice come out.
Dude, we've got people doing donut speed runs. Like, come on.
Wait, what?
Donuts.
Have you not seen
Have you not seen the donut video? Oh, this is a clip from Reddit that's gone viral on Instagram.
Edit it in post, bro. You gotta edit it in post.
Edit the donut speedrun.
Donut speed run. Oh, I'm convinced it's gotta be the best thing on the internet currently.
Why, do you want me to watch a video now and you can edit in the clip?
Editing in the clip's gonna be fucking long.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell, we don't put in any effort in this podcast. We are all about minimum effort and maximum reward. We're all about that
minimal
grind.
design, maximum reward.
We're all about that grind.
just take a look at our merch. It's clearly minimal design.
Nah, what do you mean? The merch is lit. Don't even chat shit, I swear. Shwee.
I mean, to be fair, the Pokey Daddy socks still
The
might
Pokey
have
Daddy
the cop.
socks, just link in bio. But I'm just gonna go ahead and play the donut speed run for everyone in the chat. It's just. I'm gonna send this to you, Amy, and we're gonna get your live reaction.
Exclusive live reaction to donut speed run, but never been seen before.
For all you, guys, epic meme, rip headphone users.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, watch it. We need your live
I love
reaction.
how this, like, really educated
Oh, he's using Maya.
podcast
Is that
has
Maya?
literally just become
No,
watching
it's
Just
Maya.
watch the donut speed run.
So anyway, Lewis, how's the missus?
Donut speed run.
Donut speed run.
What the fuck, is he okay?
Are any of
Why
us
does it
okay?
look- Why does it look like
Like,
he's
deep
aggressive?
down?
Dude, seriously, why is it like he's aggressively like fucking getting turned on by making the donut, and he's like fucking.
I'm sorry, you tell her you wouldn't.
Look, no, look.
Any holes a go.
Exactly.
holes
Why
a
is it
go.
like he's getting so turned like no, not November, getting so turned on by looking at like a donut hole? He's just like aggressively trying to hold it in while trying to get this done as quickly as possible, so he doesn't fail. No, not November.
Nyanny.
Any holes a go.
Any holes a go.
Yeah. No shoot. That's the weakest now of No Not November. It's fucking.
Too many holes. So little time. Crawling in my skin. However, guys, I think that we're on the brink of running out of topics.
Yeah.
I think it might be time for it to end. However, we're going to end it the way that we did before, which
Is
instead of
ketchup
asking
the
this
smoothie?
time. Yes, it is if you slurp it through your penis. Now, I asked the question originally in the original live stream. It says, what game do we think is going to win Game of the Year? We basically all agreed unanimously that it was going to be Ghost of Tsushima, with the potential that Valhalla could be an argument as well, which was made
See, I don't think Valhalla's gonna
by
clutch it.
Amy. But that's the thing. Ghost of Tsushima was the argument. So leave in the comments, guys, if any of you actually watch this. Leave in the comments, guys, what you think is going to win Game of the Year. I want to thank you all for watching and tuning in, and hopefully there'll be many more episodes after this. This might be the only one. As we said before, we might die in a car crash. A Honda Civic's going to crash through my fucking window. Skoda Nation. But yeah, thank you guys very much for listening. Do you guys have any closing messages for the stream?
Like and subscribe, because it's what every fucking YouTuber says. I don't
Stream
care
Lilith.
if you do. Stop promoting my music.
Link in
for me.
description. Link in description. Stream Lilith.
Silence Heathen.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Got anything to say, Amy?
Everyone's a cunt. Good night, guys.
Thanks for listening, guys. Assalamu alaikum.